How William Shatner and his daughter fought stage 4 cancer together. He's Captain James T. Kirk, a pop culture titan, a cultural icon, and the man who literally became the oldest person to travel into space. For over 6 decades, William Shatner has represented resilience, strength, and an adventurous spirit that defied age itself. But behind the bright lights of Hollywood, William Shatner and his family faced a battle far more terrifying than anything written into a sci-fi script. It is a story that stayed completely out of the public eye while it was happening. Imagine standing by your child as she fights an aggressive stage 4 cancer diagnosis. Imagine watching her endure painful chemotherapy, surgeries, and radiation only for the doctor to turn to you, a father in his 90s, and deliver the exact same verdict. You have stage 4 cancer too. In today's video, we are going deep into the incredible, heartbreaking, and ultimately inspiring true story of William Shatner and his daughter, Melanie. We will explore how two generations faced life-threatening stage 4 diagnosis at the exact same time, how world-class US medical innovation saved their lives, and how their shared fight redefined what it means to survive. To understand the story, we have to rewind to 2022. Melanie Shatner, Gretch, William's youngest daughter, was living her life when she noticed what seemed like a minor, harmless bump. Just 5 months prior, she had received a completely clear mammogram. Assuming it was nothing more than an annoying bug bite, she almost brushed it off. Even when initial medical checks showed nothing concerning, an internal instinct pushed her to demand a second look, second opinion. That persistent gut feeling saved her life. Further testing revealed devastating news. Melanie had an exceptionally aggressive form of stage 4 breast cancer that had already spread into deep lymph nodes in her chest. When William Shatner received the phone call from his daughter, the legendary actor was completely shattered. He later confessed it was one of the very few times in his entire life that he broke down in tears. For 18 months, Melanie entered an intense medical gauntlet. She underwent grueling high-dose chemotherapy rounds, a double mastectomy, and 30 rounds of radiation therapy. William stood by her side every step of the way, providing unconditional emotional and financial support, refusing to let his daughter face the dark alone. Just as Melanie was reaching the final stretches of her 18-month treatment plan, lightning struck the Shatter family a second time. In June 2023, William Shatner noticed a small lump forming on his cheek. Initially, a doctor dismissed it as a simple blocked salivary gland and advised him to massage it. But as weeks passed, the lump continued to grow. Worried, Shatner showed the lump to a friend who happened to be a plastic surgeon. The surgeon took one look and gave him an urgent warning. Get that out immediately. Shatner rushed into emergency surgery to remove the facial tumor. But when the pathology report came back, the diagnosis was grim. At 92 years old, William Shatner was diagnosed with stage 4 malignant melanoma. Even worse, advanced scans showed the aggressive skin cancer had already metastasized, spreading deep into his lungs and his brain. Doctors bluntly informed the Hollywood icon that if he had waited just a little longer to seek treatment, he would have been dead. Can you imagine the emotional weight on this family? Melanie was exhausted, coming off dozens of radiation treatment and chemotherapy, only to find out her father was fighting for his life against stage 4 brain and lung metastasis. Melanie recalled thinking, I don't have strength to take care of myself and lose my father at the same time. When facing stage 4 diagnosis, where you choose to get treated changes everything. Both William and Melanie placed their trust in the advanced medical infrastructure of the United States, utilizing top-tier American research hospitals and cutting-edge biotechnology. Melanie's aggressive breast cancer was treated by a specialized oncology team at UCLA Health in Los Angeles. Her doctors utilized a targeted drug therapy that had been engineered in American research labs just a decade earlier, specifically designed to shut down the exact biological pathways of her tumor subtype. Coupled with advanced surgical techniques and targeted radiation, the multi-specialty US medical team systematically eliminated the disease. Meanwhile, for William Shatner's stage 4 melanoma, doctors bypassed traditional draining chemotherapies. Instead, they leveraged the power of modern US immunotherapy. Rather than poisoning the body, advanced immunotherapy acts as a precision key, training the patient's own immune system to recognize, track down, and obliterate metastatic cancer cells in the lungs and brain. For 2 full years, while continuing to travel, work, and record, Shatner underwent regular chemotherapy infusions in Los Angeles. He refused to sit down and surrender. In true Captain Kirk fashion, he treated his medical routine as just another mission to conquer. Fast forward to today, the result of the dual battles is nothing short of a miracle. By late 2024, after rigorous scans and intense treatment protocols, both William Shatner and his daughter Melanie were declared officially cancer free. Shatner, now in his mid 90s, declares that he feels healthier, more energized, and more vibrant than he has in years. When asked how he maintained his spirit through a stage 4 diagnosis at 22, his answer was simple: you have to embed yourself in life. Take advantage of every opportunity, do something unusual, do something different. That energy energizes your cell and keeps you young. For Melanie, overcoming a stage 4 battle alongside her legendary father completely transformed her perspective on existence. She shared that surviving cancer stripped away her daily anxieties, leaving her no longer afraid of what the future holds. The story of William Shatner and Melanie Shatner isn't just a story about Hollywood celebrity, it is a story about unbreakable bond of family, the power of trusting your body's instinct, and the life-saving potential of modern medical science. It shows us that no matter how terrifying a diagnosis may sound, having access to world-class subspecialties, advanced targeted therapies, and a relentless drive to keep living can rewrite a final chapter into a brand new beginning. What part of William and Melanie's journey inspired you the most? Have you or your loved ones ever had to lean on advanced medicine to overcome a tough diagnosis? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into incredible real life stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, live long and prosper.